About 4 years ago, we hired someone on our staff, and earlier this year, in a bit of a conversation moment, they let me know that they felt a shift was happening in their life, and it has to do today with Rhonda Tari. 4 years ago, she was brought on our staff as our financial administrator, and her family, her husband and her family have been a part of our church for just over 19 years. Can you believe that? Rhonda's here. That's pretty amazing. Just over 19 years, and Rhonda stepped into that role 4 years ago, just around 4 years ago, and has served with incredible passion, distinction, care, and love. And this past January, February, she came to me and she said, "Pastor, I need to talk to you about something." I said, "Okay." It's never good when people come to you like that. It never works good like that. And I said, "Okay, what is it?" She said, "I feel like something's changing, and I think my time in this role is coming to an end, maybe somewhere on Easter." And I'm like, "Okay." And in my head, I'm going, "Oh no, what do I do? What do I do?" And so we just began this journey of praying and trusting God to fill that role and help us through that. And she said, "Pastor Jay, I'm going to become a nonna soon," or a grandmother, if you don't speak the poor, pathetic Italian I just spoke right there. She's going to become a nonna. And that has now happened. And she said, "We feel things are shifting in our life, and so I want to be able to do a little bit more in that regard." And I said, "No problem." And so as God began to reveal some things to us and we began to walk through the shift, that shift has now fully happened. And I'm here to announce to you today that Rhonda Tari, we want to celebrate her for a few moments, and we just want to thank her for how she has served our church family for 4 years in this role, but she served our church family for 19 years. But she served in this role for 4 years, and so we just want to honor her today. I'm going to invite Rhonda, if you just come join me on the platform. I didn't tell her this was going to happen, but I'm going to invite her to come and join me. And if you have never met Rhonda, she is one of the most wonderful people you ever want to meet. Just come on up. Doesn't she look good? Isn't she awesome? This is Rhonda. And she has been our part-time financial administrator for the last 4 years. And what we didn't know, she stepped into the role, and about 15 months later, COVID hit. And she could have quit, but she didn't. She stuck it through. And so today, Rhonda, I want to honor you because you have not only served our church well, you served our pastoral team well in the office all week, every week, all month, every month. And many people don't really realize it, but in this place, when we went through COVID, there were a lot of shifts, a lot of changes, and Rhonda knows more than anyone. She was working at home 24/7, take the laptop home, make sure everything worked, and she got it all switched around so we could have all the giving done, we could have all the connection done. She did all of those kind of things, and Rhonda, you didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't know that was going to happen, but God did. And he knew you were going to be the person in that place at that time, and you brought us through that season. And now we're in this place where she's enjoying being a nonna, and lots of other things are going on, and she's still serving our church in the best. She's like, "Listen, Pastor, I'll still help. You don't even have to pay me. I'll just volunteer my time." And I said, "Why didn't you tell me that 4 years ago? We could have saved ourselves all this money." But that is not the truth. It was absolutely an honor to serve you, Rhonda, as your boss to a degree. And for us to invest in your life financially because you were investing in the church. God says that someone who works hard for the kingdom is worthy of honor, and we need to support you, so we did that. And we honor you today. And I just want to, in front of our entire church family, let you know that she did way more hours than she ever got paid for. She would call me late in the evening. She'd call me early in the morning. "Pastor, we got to fix this. Hey, Pastor, this needs to happen," on days that she wasn't even getting paid. And I know that I don't even know the half of it. I know that at home, they're like, "She just worked full time at doing this." And so I just want to honor today Rhonda, and her husband, Tino, is sitting back there. I want to honor Tino. They together as a family have been part of our church for almost 19 years. They raised their 3 kids basically in our church. They've all grown up in our church, and now 2 of them are married and part of our church here and serve and lead in different ways here. Their son, he is in another church in the GTA. They all love Jesus. They all serve Jesus. And I want you to know, Rhonda and Tino, that the greatest legacy you leave is not how you've served in our church for 4 years. It's how you've produced Jesus in your kids. That's the greatest legacy you leave. And we just want to honor you in that. So today I'm going to Pastor Lindsay to come on up. We have some beautiful, wonderful flowers we want to give you. Lindsay just said, just like you. Now, she said it as she was walking by me, so I don't know what that meant. But I know. So you just got to point out that it was talking about her. But Rhonda, we just want to thank you, and on behalf of our pastoral team, our pastor's council, our church staff, and everyone in this place, and everyone who has benefited from how you've served them, even though they have no idea that it was always you doing it in the background. We just want to thank you. Would you honor Rhonda today, and thank her so much? Just wait a second. Just wait. Rhonda, you got to speak in the microphone. No, I'm just joking. She might have dropped the flowers and ran. But thank you, Rhonda. In a few moments, I'll return with our next big announcement after our worship that will follow that up and let you know kind of what we're doing with that following. So God bless you today. Thanks for honoring Rhonda. And if you see her on the way out, make sure you give her a high five. She still serves her and her husband in our Life Care ministry, loving people all over our church community. So we bless you today, Rhonda. We thank you so much, and we honor you.